he is. Out of a deathbed almost, but very, very sick, but feeling good enough to come in and be with us today, and we're really grateful as Andy Gibb.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here, Andy. So you're under the weather, huh?
A little bit under the weather, yes. I've been very sick.
The flu?
I suppose you'd call it that, just the stomach bug.
Uh-huh. Andy, your career just keeps zooming upward and upward. You're hotter than ever. Hosting Solid Gold, do you enjoy that?
Oh, yes. Having a lot of fun doing that. Really. It's been very good for me so far. The ratings have just gone up and up. We're very excited with it.
And receiving awards from everybody. I mean, most desirable male.
Yes.
Just once I want to win. Just once I want an award like that. You know what I mean? What do you think accounts for this surge of popularity? I mean,
I really don't know what it is. I just lately I won all these, like, 10 most desirable men and most desirable entertainer of the year. I can't understand it. I really don't know what it is that's happening.
The hit record, it's been a while now since you've had a real big hit, right?
That makes it all the more strange, because it's been about 2 years since I've had a hit record out. And I don't know what it is. I'm not going to complain about it.
No, don't say a word. Just accept everything. Last time I saw you was in the Pirates of Penzance on stage.
Right, yes.
You enjoyed that, huh?
Oh, yes. That I will say is probably the greatest experience I've ever had professionally in my life.
Is that right?
It was wonderful for me. And
you'd like to go back and do something else up there?
Not in the immediate future, because I still had to deal with one thing. After 2 or 3 months of doing that show, I didn't realize the discipline required.
Yeah.
To do 8 shows a week like that. So I thought, well, I'm ready to get out for a while, but next time when I do it again, I'll know what it takes.
Sure.
And I can't wait now.
It takes a lot of dedication, no doubt about it.
You bet your life. Yes.
How's Victoria?
Very, very well. Yes.
You know, I told you the last time we talked how I saw you on the John Davidson show, and how
Quite a meeting,
they surprised you with her because you said you were a fan.
That's right.
And it started right then and there, right?
Yes. Well,
but
4 days later we moved in together.
4 days later?
4 days later.
But I mean, there must have been something in between. As I recall, I read a story where a couple of days went by and you called her and she said she was ill.
That's right. Well, no, what happened was she called me after the first day, and at 6 in the morning. And then I went over to her place one afternoon, about a day after that, and then she got very sick. She had this flu. So I went over to her place, and I didn't want to bother her because I thought she had a guest there or something, so I didn't want to bother her. So I left flowers and chicken soup, a bowl of chicken soup on the front door.
God, how romantic.
Yes.
You just left it at the front door.
Yeah, and then I went to Westwood. It's a long way from Benedict Canyon. Went to Westwood and got on the telephone and called her, and I said, go to your front door and look. And she said, well, where are you? I said, I'm in Westwood. And she said, you know, you silly sod, you should have knocked on the door and come in. I said, I didn't want to bother you, blah, blah.
So you took the car and went right back there, right?
No, I didn't go back that night. I went back to my house in Malibu that night.
And you've been together now for 13 months almost.
13 months we lived together.
And how does it feel? I mean, any future plans or?
Well, it almost feels like we already are married.
Yeah,
It feels we have an understanding and a relationship that is comparable of marriage. We're talking about a date now. We just have to wait.
And
you're real sure.
Your family has met her, of course.
Oh yes.
Must drive your brothers nuts that you got Victoria Principal. Huh?
Well, they had some beautiful wives, I'll tell you.
That's terrific. Let's take a look. We have a picture, I think, of your family, Andy. That's quite a bunch, boy. You kids have really accomplished a lot.
Yeah, that's looking at the cat. That's my eldest sister on the right. She's the firstborn child of the whole family. Lives in Australia. Of course, that's me on the left.
Yeah. And there they are.
All the brothers on the bottom.
Sitting on the bottom.
There's a beach ball on the left.
All of you guys kind of dropped out of school at an early age, didn't you?
Yeah.
Any regrets about that, Andy?
Well, I mean, when I left, people said there would be regrets for me later on. I mean, you're going to wish you'd stayed on and learned a lot more. And, of course, when you're real young, you think, no way. I want to get out. And, sure, for a long time, I didn't have any regrets. But just lately, I've been thinking of maybe just going back and learning a few subjects at night school. Something that something that would have helped me to have stayed on and learned. Things like arithmetic. And I'd really love to know a little bit more about the show business world. I want to know about showbiz entertainment, or entertainment law, contract law. So I'll know what my lawyer's telling me.
You're right. Sure.
I never have done in the past.
Exactly. But you're among the lucky ones. I know a lot of kids think about dropping out. And, hey, look what happened to Andy Gibb. He made it, you know. But you're one, frankly, in maybe 10 million that
well, I just know I am very lucky, and it is a rare situation to get to do what I have done. But I still think it would be valuable to just have some knowledge of a few subjects.
Yeah. Now, all these awards that are coming your way, maybe if you get, tired of accepting them, you might send me in your place. I'll do anything, Andy, anything to go get up on stage.
Well, I can send you one. You can have it for a year or two.
All right, fine. Listen, we sure do appreciate you coming up and coming out today and being with us.
Thank you.
Thanks very much for being here.
Right. Stretcher?
Oh, really, Ed? We'll come right back with more of our show in a second. Thanks again, Ed.